Today I want to talk about the ACR. So this is the ACR About Us page, and as you can see, the ACR was founded in 1924, and currently they represent more than 38,000 radiologists, radiation oncologists, nuclear medicine physicians, and medical physicists. Here you can read their core purpose, and then you can read their core values, and I just want to take a look at the ACR Strategic Plan and go over a couple of that things here with you. So you have to be a member and log in to read the full plan. Obviously we are not members and we don't need to do that. I just want you to see a couple of things. Their ideology is here, and you can see their purpose, their values, their core purpose, organizational values. These are their goals and objectives for the next 3 to 5 years. And down here is where I really want you to focus, right? So they have influence and say over healthcare payment and policies and the practice models. So the ACR is geared to physicians. It's meant for radiologists. Remember, radiologists are our #1 customers. Anything that affects them, we are involved in. So how they get paid, we have a big influence over how they collect the data to get paid, and this is the organization that makes the rules for how they get paid. Naturally, they want to always increase their membership, and they are radiology and patient care centered. They do a lot of innovation and research. They have external relationships, and they use a lot of science. So I want to go back here. I want to make sure we all see the fact sheet that's here. So here is their fact sheet. You can see their membership numbers. You can see that there's a small percentage of them that are medical physicists, and you can see that they have 5,000, almost 6,000 retired members. They're members in training, and the bulk of their membership is made up of physicians. So let's learn more about ACR members. So ACR members are diagnostic radiologists, interventional radiologists, radiation oncologists, medical physicists, nuclear medicine physicians, members in training or people that are training to be radiologists, and medical students who will go on to become radiologists. Again, these groups are all physicians. So let's go back to the numbers. Make sure you're really familiar with these numbers, that they have 54 chapters. I feel a test question in there, multiple choice question. How many chapters of the ACR are there in all states now? Obviously the answer is 54. So they have a lot of different websites that are ACR related or are part of their external partnerships. What we'll be focused on mostly in this class is the ACR quality and safety, and these are all the different quality and safety things they do. RAD peer is very important for us because that's their peer review mechanism. All physicians have to be reviewed by their peers, and it has to be reported to the ACR. So we have an activity this week that's related to RAD peer, which is part of the ACR quality and safety chapter. ACR informatics is primarily focused on artificial intelligence tools and CAD, computer assisted diagnosis, and things like that, but we do get involved a lot with ACR informatics, particularly with the Data Science Institute that wants to collect data and things like that. And interestingly, the Data Science Center, which is part of their research and development. Why can't I talk today? Research and Development Center is headquartered in Philadelphia. The ACR headquarters is in Western Virginia for the whole organization, but Research and Development is headquartered down on Market Street in Philadelphia. So that's a place where we get involved. They have an education department that educates radiologists, including radiologic pathology. They have a Center for Research and Innovation, which we just talked about. And they have a foundation, and they're involved with these other organizations. Image Wisely, which is a collaborative initiative between ACR, RSNA, ASRT, and the American Association of Physicists in Medicine. There's the Mammography Saves Lives. The radiologyinfo.org is a combination of RSNA, Radiological Society of North America, and the American College of Radiology, and then Image Gently. So those are the things they're involved in. So make sure you're familiar with all of this information about the ACR and who they are and what they do. Also, I want to talk about ACR accreditation. They're the gold standard in accreditation for certain, and these all come to you when you work in the hospital as stickers, and you want to put these stickers in a frame. Right, comes a little certificate, a sticker, you put it together, and you put that out in the patient waiting room so that everybody knows that you are an ACR accredited facility. That not only helps your patients understand how great you are, but it's also good for your reimbursement. You get better reimbursement if you're an ACR accredited facility, and by reimbursement I'm always talking about Medicare, Medicaid. So here are the 9 possible modality accreditations you can get. So let's just work through these really quickly. Here is breast MRI. Here's their page. And what you want to look at here is the breast MRI accreditation program requirements. You'll want to read that, and you'll want to look over what you need to gather: testing instructions, test image data, and the MR annual equipment evaluation summary. So when they do these test images, are they going to print them on film? No, you probably don't have film. Test images have to be stored in packs. Anything that gets stored in packs, that's where we come in. So let's look at another one, breast ultrasound. Can you have the frequently asked questions about breast ultrasound accreditation? And here's the testing instructions, the test image data form, equipment evaluation summary, quality assurance questionnaire. Let's get to CTES. Right, so again, you have the CT accreditation program requirements. Let's just open that. It's 17 pages, right? And it's got all this information that CT will need to do, what their personnel qualifications are, and what the initial, and what counts as continuing experience, and what counts as continuing education. So I'm not going to read all that to you or bore you with it. That's something you can do on your own. It's one of the requirements this week that you kind of look through that stuff. And the assignment this week is you each have to pick one of these and go through it in detail. Let's look here though at the gather data. This is a great example of the testing instructions, clinical test data. You have to do a phantom. You have to do this phantom, you have to have this control manual, this is the form, this is a laser printer if you're using a laser printer. So all of those test phantoms have to be stored in your PAC system. Mammography. So here's the new digital mammography QC manual and Phantom Go Live. Right, here's the application process for breast tomosynthesis. And this is information about what you have to gather, the radiologist qualifications, the medical physicist qualifications, the rad tech qualifications, the MQSA personal regulations. Here's all the testing information. So each one of those has specific instructions, specific phantoms. It tells you everything you need to do to get accredited, in this case by Mammo, but for each of those, that's what you have to follow those instructions, and that involves the radiologist and the radiologic technologist gathering data, doing testing, doing image phantoms, storing that data in your PAC system, and then working with you to get that out and uploaded to the ACR. So that's what the ACR is all about. Thank you for watching.